Omno is a game that's been on my radar for the past few months. The trailers were mesmerising, giving off Breath of the Wild, Journey and the Pathless vibes. While these three games have different strengths, one thing that they have in common is the peacefulness of exploration. Whether it be Breath of the Wild's living world or the Pathless's fantastic movement system, they're two traits that I adore. Omno seemed to have plenty of traversal mechanics with some beautiful environments to explore. It was solo developed over 5 years, but is Omno an immersive puzzle exploration experience that's worth your time? Well, let's find out. The narrative is cryptic, delivered only by journal entries, and from what I've gathered, Omno is a journey from darkness into light. Staff bearers led people on these pilgrimages towards light. I didn't quite gather if Omno is the name of the protagonist or not, but I'll call him Omno for this review. He is a staff bearer, journeying towards the light. For what reason? I don't know. As I said, the narrative is cryptic, so I'm not sure exactly what was happening here, but I was still in for the whole journey. Omno has a pet or guide of some sort, this cute little green guy, and he acted almost as a waypoint to points of interest, popping up to show you where collectibles or puzzles may be. It's a clever design choice. In general, the game is extremely immersive. Simple controls, beautiful art, great music, and best of all, it uses visuals to show you the points of interest. The game does have a map, but I rarely use it because it's easy to figure out where to go next, which is a big plus in my book. The first thing you'll notice about Omno is the visuals. Starting in a muted swamp, it makes a Breath of the Wild-esque reveal all the better. Seriously, I love them. With a minimalist aesthetic, vibrant colours and some breathtaking lighting, each area was an absolute treat to explore from a visual standpoint. The main standout for me though are the creature designs. They're all really cute and have unique reactions to you. As for gameplay, Omno is a puzzle platformer. You explore a host of biomes using your staff for traversal and interacting with the environment. It feels like minimalism runs through this game. I thought it would be open world, but instead it's broken up into chapters. There are a handful of gameplay sections, normal platforming, sliding or flying through gates, or small puzzles. I like when puzzles aren't too difficult, with Zelda games being the most my brain can handle. They are definitely easier than Zelda or the Pathless, and I only had trouble with one, but it only took a few minutes for me to figure it out. Each biome unlocks a new traversal mechanic, and I enjoyed these to a certain extent. Let's take the slide for example. When the game wants to implement it through these time challenges, it felt great to use, but the world in general isn't designed to use it, so there were times where I would have to walk slowly, which is a shame considering the amount of options that Omno has at his disposal. I don't want to keep bringing up the Pathless, but the world was built with traversal in mind, and it doesn't feel like that in Omno. There was one creature that was implemented in platforming, and I wish there were more like it. When moving at high speeds with these abilities, they felt great, but I just don't feel they were implemented as well as they could have been. With a hard to follow narrative, I was surprised at how much Omno resonated with me, even bringing tears to my eyes in the end. The gameplay works well, and just like Trigger Witch, a game I reviewed yesterday, it never takes up too much of your time or outstays its welcome. There is some enjoyment to be found here for fans of games like this. Other than the art and creature design, I don't feel like it does anything spectacular, but nonetheless I still enjoyed my 5 or so hours with Omno. If you like Zen games, then I would recommend it at full price. However, if you're on the fence about these kind of games, I would wait for a sale. I know this was short, but thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Discord down below if you want to chat about all sorts of games, and I'll see you all on the next video.